King GK, yet Newtonfx Academy. And guys, I want you guys to follow through how I'm looking for live trades into the market, right? So on this video, guys, I'm just gonna show you how I'm catching pips on a daily basis here at Newtonfx Academy on GJ gang. You know I love to trade GJ. So let's just see how I'm catching pips here at GJ. So I'm just gonna break it down from a 4 hour time frame perspective, as you guys can see and understand what I mean. I think we must just change brokers quickly before the market open, so you guys can understand what I'm seeing and what I'm trying to do here. So on a 4 hour time frame, guys, we can already see that we are still in the bullish market run. We have this high here, right? This is our higher low, and this is our higher high, right? We did break under this previous higher low point right there, but that is a 1 hour structure break for me, guys. We could see that price did come back into this area of interest, right? We did spike back into this region. So that's a sign for me that we most likely will continue to the upside. What I most likely can see as well is that we are basically in a retracement phase right now, right? As you guys could see, we have this impulsive move here to the upside, and now we're starting to move in a corrective formation. So if we scale onto 1 hour time frame right now, guys, is that we could see that we have our OBS right here. Let me just put it in right there. I'm gonna share strategy with you guys, but in the later videos. I know you guys gonna love that. It's something fresh, guys. Something that I'm basically backtesting here as well. Let me just show you guys. I'm backtesting that strategy right here. Once I'm complete with my 100 trades, I'm basically gonna put it live. So that is basically what I'm working on at the moment. A fresh strategy that everybody can use, and it will be beneficial for you guys as well. So uh this is what I can see here on my 1 hour time frame. We did break of structure under here. There we can see we have this retracement phase. Right there we have this retracement phase here to the upside, price break under this trend line, and there we have this impulsive move to the downside. We can see also that we have this area right here where price is basically trading right now, did respect this lows right here. And this is what we use, and what we call yet Newtonfx Academy is what we call let's just mark this is going to be our weak range, right? We use weak ranges. This is a terminology that we use here. So let me just mark this. This so weak range. So price love to come and respect our weak ranges. You guys could see our weak range. So we had this impulsive move here to the downside. This could most likely be a retracement, but if we scale down to our 30 minutes time frame right now, guys, uh wow, we can mark this weak range here as well. I most likely love to scout my weak ranges before I execute. So weak range, right? So it's a weak range for me. Price did come into this area of resistance right there. So if I scale into about 15 minutes time frame right now, guys, is that ah we can see price did respect this area of resistance, right? So we will most likely see some downwards momentum. But one thing that I like is that this close above this 21 EMA, right? It's a potential reversal for me, guys. And what I'm also can see is that we have this move here to the downside, and it's also a descending corrector formation for me. So I'll just have to wait for price to show me something cleaner. I'm not gonna take any trading positions into this weak ranges. It's not a great way to trade, guys. I'm stay away from our weak ranges. I will wait for price to break underneath my weak ranges and retrace back, and then continue to the downside, right? So, but I will not take a trade right now. right? The market open in 15 minutes. So let's stay here and see what's happening. I'm planning to take a trade, but not yet. I don't see my setup playing out. What I most likely would love to see is a momentum candle, right, to the upside. I would love to see a 15-minute momentum candle can close above this reason right here, right, and I can mark this area also as a weak range for me, because right there's my weak range right there. The price must close above this reason, right? Then we have a valid weak range, right? We must get the candle close above this weak range, right? Strong candle close above this weak range and also above my 21 EMA. Guys, I'm not looking for sales until we broke and close under this weak range and then we trace back. But for now, I'm waiting for price to close above this 21 EMA. So let me just see if my setup is right here. This is the 9:30 candle, 9:45 candle. It was our 9:30 candle. Yeah. So if we're gonna get into this trading position, guys, uh, this is going to be an area of interest that I most likely will target as my first trade, and the second area would have been this area right here. Let me just mark this supply reason right there. Just mark it right. So this is most likely what I will target, only if we can break above this weak range, guys. But Uh, in the meanwhile, I'm just gonna be humble. I know we have this weak range here as well, where price did come and tap into and was respected, and there we can see price did come to the downside. But price did come to the downside in a really slow move, guys. So that is why I told you guys I'm gonna wait for change directions, right? So we just have to be patient right here on this game. Let me just check on my phone if everything is setting up. Oh, I'm planning to do a 7 lots on this trade. 7 lot. A 7 lot on this trade. Guys, you're taking it live with me, so uh let's wait. So this is basically how I'm looking for my entries as well, guys. Uh Price must close under this low and then retrace back and then continue to the downside before I will take a sell, right? For my buys, I can remove that. For my buys, uh, we just have to get a strong candle close above this weak range area right here. This is basically what we're waiting for, and then continue to the upside. So this is the two options we have here. So on our selling position, we most likely gonna wait longer because our price must showing us a first momentum shift to the downside before we can execute on this trading position. So I'm gonna go in for 7 lots once I saw my setup appears. So guys, I don't say anything yet. So I'm just gonna be humble and I'm just gonna be patient with this trade setup. So it's still Jan, so we just have to wait for market open. This candle is about to close in 8 minutes. So what's going on here now? What's going on? Just wait. You're offline. The market aren't. What? Seems like I have an internet problem. Told me they will come fix the internet yesterday, but it's okay, guys. Let's just wait. See, this stuff likes to happen before you starting to make the real bucks. They know I'm gonna go in with 7 lots on this thing. Check you guys. I'm planning to go in with 7 lots. You guys can see right there. 7 lots. So ah, just wait and see. So in the meanwhile, while we're waiting for the internet, I'm just gonna go over this GBP JPY backtesting strategy that I'm working on, guys. It's a 15-minute setup that will use. 15-minute time frame. It's a ratio of 2 to 1, right? We most likely will focus on our 21 EMA, right? And this is our trading times that we most likely will focusing on. It's a London session. So as you guys could see, we did about 50 trades on it, right? So I'm willing to complete all of it today, around 100 trades, just to make sure that this trading setup and strategy is workable and we have a good ratio. So by far, what you guys could see right here is that we had a really good win ratio, and we do have also a few losses here, right? And as you guys can see, while we proceed, the win rates and BE stands for break even is just starting to pick up as well, right? We can see win, win, loss, break even, win, loss, loss, three in a row. That's Gucci. But then you guys can see we break even, then we win three in a row, and that's a ratio of 2 to 1, right? So that's a good sign that we are basically profitable so far on this strategy. So I will just wait uh and backtest it until I have 100 trades, until I complete it, and then I will just do my calculations and just see that okay, the strategy is workable, I can use it. And this is basically how I'm backtesting my strategy, and a new strategy that I'm basically uh trying to apply into my trading journey. So I have to do at least 100 trades backtesting it, and just to get the understanding of if the strategy is workable, gang. So this is basically what I'm most likely love to do here at Newtonfx Academy, and all of my students basically doing it. And this is what I'm teaching all of my students how to do, and how to backtest, and how to journal and keep clean statistics on their trading. So with this is basically plain and simple. We have our pair, we have time, we have win and loss, stop loss, take profit ratio, time frames, and here we have only our EMA and close or not. What does it mean? Did price close above this EMA? That is basically a strategy that we're working out. So as you guys can see it all, it was yes, yes, yes. So that is one key aspect that we're looking out for here at Newton FX Academy. That price must close above our 21 EMA for this strategy, gang. So yeah, I'm gonna put the strategy out once we hit like 100 uh 100 100 likes on this video. Yeah, and 100 trades on this journaling, right? Then I will give it 10, then I will give it out for you guys for free. So guys, please, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you spread some love, and drop a like and a comment, guys. So let's grow this baby. Let's grow it. So let's just wait and see if the internet is connected already now. Oh, the street's gonna run away now. What's going on here? Now everything's starting to freeze. Wow. Wow. Everything's starting to freeze. I hope you guys understand this is smart. This is also a smart money concept. I know you guys love that smart money concept. This is one of it. But this is only something that I developed for myself. It's called the Wick ranges, and that is also what I'm teaching my students here, because why it's really workable and profitable to understand. The Wick ranges, something I know a lot of people call it something else, but I just call it Wick ranges. It's easier for me, right? In this industry, guys, you can call it what you want, right? But if it works for you, it works for you, and if you make money from it, so why not? You can call it Pink Panther as well, or you can call it a Joker, right? So it doesn't matter, guys. It's just how simplistic you can get with it, right? That is how trading works as well. So, ah, so yeah, let's just have to wait now. In the meanwhile, I can show you guys some before this internet issues got sorted out. Yeah, yeah. So in the meanwhile, guys, I can show you guys some examples for of weak ranges, right? So why do I call it weak ranges? So guys, here we have an example, right? So as you guys could see, that price did come down in a really strong impulsive move here to the downside, right? There we can see price did create this weak range right here. Why will nothing work now? Here we can see we have this week did come back, right? Did create this range, right? And there we can see we have our second candle. So I will take it from this from this body close to this week right here. And that is my weak range, right? This is my weak range. If any candle can close uh uh below this reason, right? Then we can say we have momentum candle. But as you guys could see, none of these candles could have closed under this weak range. It's only gonna take two candles to create a weak range. Yeah, we have an example again. Yeah, we can see we have this candle that's basically come back into this range, right? There we have this candle close right there, and we have this range. So I took this reason to this low point right there. So this is my weak range now. So any candle close underneath it, that's what we call the weak range, right? Here we have also example. Oh, let me just make an example, something like this as well. Here we can see here's the candle that's basically creating the weak range, right? It did spike back into it, right? It's basically showing there's a weak range basically starting to create, right? So once I saw price starting to create the weak range, guys, I'm not interested in taking any trading position, right? I'm not interested, right? Here we can see we have this weak here to the upside, right? So this is my weak range now, right? I will mark this. I will mark from this low. I will not mark it from this, but I will mark it from my higher, my pre my. So where I will mark it from is, you see this candle was this candle was basically creating this range, right? And this candle as well. But I will use my highest candle close, right? And I will mark it from that close, right? And then I will use the highest week right there, right? That is what I call the weak range. So this is my weak range. I need a candle that can close above it for I will take it straight for continuation to the upside. As you guys could see, weak range from this low point, we can draw it to this high point, right? To this high point, we can see price didn't break above our weak range, right? We can see multiple attempts. There's a second attempt as well, but wasn't able, and that's a good sign for price are willing to reverse, and there we can see price starting to uh roll over right there. Here we can see we have another weak range. Here was a candle that was creating the weak range, so we can run our weak range from this candle close to this high point right here. There you can guys can see we did also create equal highs there, right? From here to this region right here, right? Now we're just waiting for a candle that can close above it. Because why? Once we get a candle that can close above it, we know we're gonna continue in that direction. That is the key of uh the weak ranges. Right here we can see we have this candle close above this weak range. Now we know we have momentum shift. As you guys can see, this candle did spike back into our weak range right there, right? It spiked back into our weak range and that continued to the upside. Here we have another example. Here's the candle that was creating the weak range. So I can see this first one, right? It's not gonna take one candle to create it. It's only gonna take two candles, right? Remember that. Here we can see we have this close, and there's our weak, and there we have our second candle. That's our weak. So now we just draw out our weak range to this high, right? So now we must wait for candle to close above this weak range for we can continue to the upside, right? As you guys could see right there. There, price did close above it, right? Price did close above this weak range, but look at here. Price starting to create another weak range. So that's a sign for reversal, right? There we can see price. And one thing that you have to keep in mind is, guys, we're not gonna focus on the small weeks. We also or most likely go focus on this long weeks most of the time. So here we can see we have this week range, right? This was the first candle. There's a second candle showing me that price are basically creating a weak range, right? So there we can see we have this long attempt. So now I will use uh my price range from this candle, right, to this highs, right? This is going to be my weak range now. Because right, this was my first, right? This is my second, right? So now we can see we did create a higher weak range right there. So now we'll draw my weak range out to this reason right here. Now I'm waiting for a candle that can close above this reason, right? You see this candle did try, right? Did take all of this previous equal highs out right there, right? Some for liquidity did take out this and then take it to the downside. So that is why I say I will use this high right there, right? Because right, this is a higher weak range right now. So I must draw it from this bodies to this high, right? So now we must wait for price to close above. There we can see we have our first close above. There's a great sign, but this is also a weak range, right? Once we see a weak range, we know price will most likely reverse in that particular direction until we see a break of structure, right? We can see here there's a weak, right? There's our second candle. So this is my weak range. I'm gonna wait for candle to close above this high point right now before we can say we're gonna continue to the upside, right? Here we did create a weak range here as well, right? Here we can see we have a first one and a second candle. My weak range come from this, uh, from this close to this reason right here. So this is my weak range. I'm gonna wait for a candle that can close below this weak range before we can take a sell position in a candle that can close above this reason right here. Right there we can see we have a candle close. There we have a move to the upside. Right, gang. So this is basically what I'm saying and talk about weak ranges, guys. Yo, the market has open and my internet is still off, gang. Oh wow. This internet company. So guys, I hope you guys get some value of this video. It was supposed to be a live trade, but I did give you guys some value in this video as well. I hope you guys understand how the weak ranges and how valuable it will get and can become and be a helping hand for you to get the get the better entry, right? So I wish I just could have caught this trade. Yo. So, but this is it for this video, guys. I will drop another video where I most likely will show you guys how I'm gonna